I have a lot of trouble sometimes going out, like if there's a lot of people, like crowds and stuff like that. But if I take my CBD with me, I'm fine. I am Jessica, and I'm an administrative professional at the Washington State Department of Ecology. I have a really cool job. It probably doesn't sound very cool, but to me, it's like epically cool. So I work for the State of Washington Department of Ecology and Water Quality. Our whole goal is to protect and preserve the quality of the water for future generations. Right now, we are living in Puyallup, Washington. We're way out in Puyallup, almost by Graham, so very country vibes. It's really, really nice. So when you go outside of our house and you go down the road and you take a turn, you get to see the mountain when it's out. There's so many trails. It's just really, really beautiful. Like on any day you can go for a walk and you can just feel better. I have pretty severe anxiety. I have ADHD. I have a lot of trauma. And I've really only been working on it for like the last 10 years. And so it's a lot, and especially living in this part of the area, it's even worse just because of all the darkness. Winter's really hard. It's really hard. And it's taken a long time to get myself to a point where I know what to do, like preemptively. You really have to be very aware of yourself and aware of how you're feeling, and you just really have to focus on you and your boundaries. I think that's the biggest part. You find what works for you, and then you make sure you don't steer away from that. Because when you steer away from that, that's when stuff starts tumbling down. Like I know if I forgot one of my regimens, I know immediately. And you just have to really stay on top of what works best for you. 10 to 12 years ago, I was going to the doctor because I was crying all the time, but I was crying all the time, but also my heart was just like freaking out all the time. And I went to the doctor, and their normal thing, is, okay, we'll try this medicine. Okay, we'll try this medicine. And so obviously I'm gonna do that because I was miserable. I got on Xanax, and so I took that for a little while, and it's too hard for me. Pharmaceuticals for me, I think give me more anxiety. So that was really hard. I did that for a little while, and then I said, I can't do this anymore. This is I'm not acting normal. So then I got on another one, and I was taking it for a while, things are okay, but it's still just, I didn't want to do that. Their side effects were awful. I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And so then I started doing a bunch of research. That's when I started taking CBD. I didn't really know what I was doing. I had no idea. It depends on what doctor you get, but the doctors I had at the time were like, we don't have any info for you. We can't help you with that. And I was like, cool, well, I'll do it myself then. I started it, and then I would stop a little bit, and I noticed that it really was helping. It really changed everything. My heart wasn't racing all the time. I wasn't as snappy. And I've tried a lot of different brands along the way too, just because, I'm kind of one of those people, you see something, it's like, I'm gonna try that. But I always come back to the same stuff. So my routine every morning is I come downstairs, I get my coffee going, I take all my vitamins, get King, a couple of snackos, and get my breakfast going. And when everything's done, I come down to the couch, turn on a show, and then I will do my CBD tincture dose and then wash it down with coffee. My evening one is the Huckleberry Calm Gummies. Usually after I'm done with work, or if I'm out for the day and home, I'll come and sit down on the couch, and this will be about an hour before we go to bed. Is when I'll take one of my gummies. And so the dose is 2, but I just take one of them. It's plenty for me. About an hour, and then I can feel myself getting just really relaxed. Everything kind of washes away, and then I head up to bed. I always recommend Lazarus Naturals. I always do. I think if I didn't have it, I don't think I'd be able to pay attention. I don't think I would feel comfortable. The second that I forget to take it in the morning, I know, because my heart starts going, and it starts just getting, I can just feel it. I can feel myself feeling icky. I wouldn't be able to daily live without my CBD, I don't think. And I just trust it. It works.